Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and today we are taking a look at where the potential home could be for projected first overall pick Macklin Celebrini. Now there's a lot of debate right now on Reddit about where potentially Macklin Celebrini wants to actually go. And there's a little debate on where he grew up, where he was born, and like I said, maybe where his allegiance stands, and maybe where his family stands, having an impact on this as well. We're going to take a look at all of that today. So we're going to start off with kind of what started this buzz and this discussion. Apparently, Macklin Celebrini's father went on a podcast or an interview the other day and was kind of talking about where, he was asked the question of where would you like to see Macklin play in the NHL? And there's a couple of different factors that could determine where things go. And the interesting thing was, Celebrini's family actually wanted him to play with the Sharks. They think that's going to be a place that is good for him and a place that would be sort of up his alley for developing at the NHL level. He could kind of be the superstar there. They've got already a couple of decent players there, and he could be kind of the guy to build around there in San Jose. But there was a lot of confusion to that because a lot of Canucks fans came in and said, hold on, wait a minute. Let's look at the history here. So he did grow up in California, in the Bay Area. His dad was a sports and medicine coach with the Golden State Warriors of the NBA. But looking further down the pipeline, there's a little bit more to the story here with Macklin Celebrini. So let's start off with where he was born. He was born in 2006, June 13th of 2006. And he was born in North Vancouver, British Columbia, which, funny enough, is also, I believe, where Connor Bedard was born, in North Vancouver. So the easy thing to say is he was born in North Vancouver. He's obviously a Vancouver Canucks fan. Now, it's quick to assume that. Now, this is based off of Wikipedia. So take with this what you will. But, based off of Wikipedia, what does this say? Personal life. Celebrini is a fan of the hometown team, the Vancouver Canucks. So this is where, like I said, the connection. Rick was a soccer player for the Vancouver 86ers and later worked for the Canucks, and then was hired by the Golden State Warriors of the NBA, right? Now, the other thing that's also in play here is his brother. So we could have another brother combo on the same team, kind of like the Hugheses are. It's going to make Quinn feel pretty left out, right? If his brothers are playing together and now he's got another pair of brothers on his team. But Macklin Celebrini's brother, Aiden Celebrini, who was drafted in the seventh round by the Canucks last year in 2023, does that play a factor here? Now, the more likely scenario, obviously, based off of looking at the lottery odds, is absolutely the San Jose Sharks. They have the best odds to get the first overall pick, right? There's a lot of things going in their favor. And the Canucks are in the playoffs right now, so they don't even have a lottery pick to begin with. The only way they could trade up for Macklin Celebrini is somehow they trade for that first overall pick, which I just don't see anybody doing. So that's not really on the table here. I'm not falling for the hype. I made the video last year and thank you guys, you Canucks fans. You were on the hype train as much as I was, taking in the juice of Connor Bedard potentially pulling a Trevor Linden and wanting to go to the Canucks. I will not play for your team. I will only play for so-and-so. I don't see that happening here. I got to be honest with you. I don't. And especially if it's a place like San Jose where he has already had roots before. So it's not one of those things where it's like, I really do not want to play there. I don't see that happening, especially if it's the San Jose Sharks. So then comes the question, well, who else is on the table here? He did play in the USHL with the Chicago Steel. And that's obviously would be the Chicago Blackhawks. And the thought of that, I know. I don't want him to go to the Blackhawks either. They have enough there. They have Connor Bedard. They don't need another Vancouver kid there. But I will say that is something that is also on the table. as that's a place that he did choose to go a little bit, going to the USHL. He didn't have to play in the USHL. He was drafted there, but he did have a little bit of say. Now, the other thing to consider here, after playing in the USHL, he went to college. And now the Hobey Baker winner played at BU, which is Boston University. So that was completely elective. That was completely on his own volition, was to go to Boston. Does he want to play for the Boston Bruins? And I know for Canucks fans, the idea of that is terrifying. I don't think they have to necessarily worry about that here. Again, the Bruins don't have a lottery pick. That's probably not a team you have to worry about even trading up for him. I don't think that's on the Bruins' mind right now, is trading up for Macklin Celebrini, because he played at BU with the Terriers for 2 seasons. I don't think that's going to happen here. But I will say that the Chicago Blackhawks, San Jose Sharks are truly the real threats here. So when I think it's all said and done, the Vancouver Canucks, this is kind of hype juice. That's really what this is. As much as I hate to say it, I think it would be kind of cool to see a kid playing for his hometown team. It would have been even cooler if it was Celebrini and Bedard playing for the Vancouver Canucks. But the reality of that just wasn't going to happen. 2 back-to-back years winning the first overall pick for the Canucks. It would have taken a lot, and actually in today's NHL, that's not even possible. You can't win the lottery back-to-back years. So, one of those things where I think it's just hype juice. And as much as Canucks fans want to love the idea and maybe kind of get themselves excited for the idea of him coming to Vancouver, I just don't think it's on the table here. And that's why I think eventually we are going to see Macklin Celebrini putting on the teal, playing for the San Jose Sharks, going up to the podium. The San Jose Sharks are proud to select Macklin Celebrini. That's what I think is going to happen this summer. We're going to be doing a ton of tankathon lottery simulations. You know, something that people maybe don't want to think about right now, but what about the potential possibility of Macklin Celebrini going to the newly relocated Utah whatevers? That's a scary thought, but it is on the table. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. More so today's conversation, where do you think Celebrini wants to go? He's obviously not going to come out public weeks before the NHL draft, but I think it's kind of interesting. You know, we remember back when McDavid went to the Edmonton Oilers, the look on his face was very memeable, to say the least. He did not look the most excited to go there. He really wanted to go to Toronto that year, and everybody's convinced of that, but I don't know. I think it was a little overinflated. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Guys, also, if you'd like to support the channel, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's all free. Also, comment down below. That also helps the channel out. If you want to support monetarily, check out the Goal Line Hockey Team Shop. We've got mugs, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, beanies, pants, all that kind of stuff. Anything you could think of. That's in the description down below. That link to our T-shop. And if you would like to become a member today here on our YouTube channel, the link to that is also in the description down below. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again next time. Peace out.